Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to LEGO Harry Potter years 5 through 7. Notice that the background here has gotten cloudy for the next year, so it's getting even darker, the tale and the theme and the mood. So, we may finish year 6 here, and then it may just focus on year 7 for the rest of the game. We're still learning abilities like destroying silver Lego objects, which doesn't make the most amount of sense because I think we had that ability in years 1 through 4. You literally are just relearning things you already knew. Yeah, we totally had this ability. There was silver objects in the first section of the game, or the first 4 years. Good. That one. And we'll come over here and hit this one, I guess. And we've learned Reducto, which I'm sure we already knew. And that fills in our spells. Some of those we didn't relearn. We didn't go through the whole ring. But that puts us in a nice position because now we know anything on top of this that gets added is going to be not spell related. It's going to have something to do with something else. Like the Weasley boxes and the Spectra specs and all that. This game certainly is reaffirming my decisions to not play buggy games usually. I do not have the temperament to play games that have massive bugs in them. And so I would pretty much decide not to play most games if they have even a little bit of bugs. The only reason why this one's getting an exception is because we covered the first game. So I wonder if they're trying to investigate the professor and see if maybe he caused Tom Riddle to be the evil Voldemort. If that is the possible turn of events there. A lot of these ghost studs are out where I could never hit them. But I'm not collecting them for studs anyway, so it doesn't really matter right now. I'd have to have that extra ability turned on, which I don't think we're getting to that point. I guess I should evaluate. Does running around Hogwarts cause the stuttering at any reduced amount compared to running around the story modes? Because it is feasible to believe at least that you would maybe ignore, you would just rush through the story modes and then spend most of your time in the open world collecting all those collectibles, and if that was a smoother experience, that would kind of make it more tolerable. I just don't think it is. So he certainly doesn't want the memories messed with. Somebody gave him chocolate bunnies laced with love potion.
Ooh.
And so his book the Half-Blood Prince books scratched out all of the anti-love potion pages. Interesting. There might be a reason for that, actually. I think storyline-wise there would be a reason for that, wouldn't there? Without going into spoilers. Again, we're in the professor's abode, which seems weird. Let's go ahead. So, it's silly to even bother to wonder, but I do have this theory that the reason why this game might be so buggy is that the gold bricks, when you look at them, they have a reflection of a skybox, a sky that is just cloudy and shiny. And we've seen that sky at the end of levels in the first section. I wonder if it's possible that the skybox is running throughout the entire game and it's just not, you can't see it. It's getting overdrawn with the rest of the animation. So if, for example, if I could turn the camera in some way and see past all of that, maybe I would see the skybox. And if that was the case, then that could mean that the game is rendering twice as much graphics as it should. Of course, it really doesn't matter what the issue is. It doesn't matter what I think. The fact that it's not patched is the real issue. The fact that there's no fix for it is the issue. And I wish there was a fix. So we need one more thing. So the blue spell in years 1 through 4 was the immobile spell that would freeze the little pixies. So they would have had to connect those two somehow. He changes into a sofa, but he doesn't have any digging ability. Blow that up and get the final piece. And now we have the spell. And he drinks it even though the spell is for him. So I guess maybe that's a test to make sure it's not deadly. So now Harry realizes that they were trying to kill this guy with the poison. So let's get this moose head back on the wall. It's a nice Lego design there. Not a lot of Lego stuff going on here. Where is the cabinet? Here it is. And is this a lizard cabinet or a magic cabinet? It's a potions cabinet. I hover all that stuff. Aha! incredibly dangerous to go to Hogwarts. And that was for Dumbledore, or from Dumbledore. Or it looked like it was from Dumbledore. Send the poet through.
Huh?
So now they're following this guy. And we're in the bathroom. In fact, we end up in the bathroom quite often. We just end up in this bathroom to fight the guy. And it stalls. Now I remember there was a portion here where they were just moving so fast and the stuttering certainly not helping. But they were switching spells so fast that you couldn't win. And so I'm moving really fast to counter all this. The bathroom looks completely different, and I don't think this is one that we've seen before. Are we even in the level? Yes, we are. Alright. So this kind of looks like the counterpart to the girls' bathroom with Moaning Myrtle in it, but it doesn't have that secret staircase and sinks in the center. There's a bunch of pipes just over there. I think British buildings had a lot of plumbing retrofit and such that that there are more visible pipes on the older systems, particularly if you're retrofitting an old castle like Hogwarts seems to be. Although, for all I know, Hogwarts was magically created and is only a few decades old, 10, 20 years. Let's go ahead and get this guy in here. There we go. So we've got to convince that thing to move. There it is. And that goes in the toilet. Apparently I need to destroy this door first. Then pick up this TNT. That's hardly a cherry bomb there, that's a full bundle of dynamite. This isn't gonna shoot water up the toilet, it's just gonna explode large portions of the building. Dark magic for this. See, we're just gonna duel again? Particularly at this point, it's just like, no, I don't want to duel again. This is stupid. But we have no choice. So, I suppose it's a decent way to not have the character have like 8 health. But neither is necessary. Really. We could have had him run in there and hide in the toilet, and that would make all the sense in the world. See, here's where it gets difficult. Your 4 health against his 4 health. You have to reset if you mess up. And so it is going to be this blow for blow training. Move as fast as possible to make sure it happens. So I recall getting stuck in a duel or a duel like it for a while. And so here he learns a forbidden curse. Was that abracadabra he just did? He actually kind of almost spoke there. And he nearly killed him. But see, that doesn't really work well to show Harry Potter in a good light if he's trying to, if he nearly kills somebody. And so they're telling him to what? Hide this in this evil book, they're saying?
Huh?
I mean, he was using it. It's not like it was controlling him. At least one assumes it was. Cut out some stairs here. You know what's not in this game? We haven't seen a lot of building because it's all magical. And I guess that's been a problem, hasn't it, in the Harry Potter series, is you just don't build anything magical. Boy, that's an annoying song. There we go, fixed that problem. Yeah, there's just something to it, I suppose, where without the dialogue, without the conversation here, it really feels like these kids are being really childish and blaming Harry's decision to do something probably inappropriate and dangerous and potentially deadly by casting a curse on the book instead of blaming Harry, because Harry's perfect in this universe and everybody loves him. At least that's how everybody seems to see him. I believe this guy showed up in years 1 through 4. Nope, that's not what I wanted. To pull this with your strength. There we go.
Huh?
And I can't fix anything with blue. So that's a free play thing. And this whole area is just full of magical things. And we keep on trying. Will this grow a plant? Looks like it will. There we go. Is there anything else to do around here? Doesn't look like it. Little thing there. Thing there. So that's a thing too. Let's see. And setting off this rocket will do what? this is not working. Do I have to do it as Harry? Yeah, it was working as Harry. And the game stutters again. Now put together this gramophone. And that gets all the other instruments to move. We saw these instruments in the first game too. They were in a sneaky time traveling section. And the guitarist goes wild, smashes everything else. That is a good question. What happened to Hermione's ability to rewind time? Seems like that's gone. So much of the stories could have been fixed or helped by simply going back in time and undoing things. And see, we're gonna find the chest. Nothing? Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Switch to this one. And cut out an anvil. Doesn't matter that there's books in front of it. I guess the cutting out idea is a secondary way to get Lego studs to build something. Whereas, hey, we finally made a true wizard. Usually in games like this, usually in Lego games you would just break things to get studs to build things. There you go.
Ooh.
So what's gonna come out? The parrot again. So it seems like he was just trying to hide the parrot in there and not send them away.
Huh?
And that's Winnie. Harry Potter in the middle of this horrible dark times of Voldemort, still managing to play the field with no less than 3 girls. No less. Maybe 4, maybe even 5. It's too flippant. Way too flippant. And the game is too laggy. So right now, look at the gold brick in particular. See the clear sky that's reflecting in the gold bricks if you can. If you have a small monitor, you probably won't see it. But that's my suspicion, is the skybox around that, the thing that's getting reflected in the brick, exists throughout the game. And thus it's rendering all the graphics twice. Still doesn't really explain much, but maybe, I mean, and it doesn't fix anything. Anywho, we, I guess, have one more level on this story, and then we'll finish up, and maybe we have more than one more level on this year. Then we'll finish up the story, and we'll start on year 7, part 1. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.